Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
No, I was down Baltimore.
America as the Central Valley High School Marching Band plays our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sarge Albert Stadium on the campus of Central Valley High School for tonight's game between the Trinity Hillsers and your Central Valley Warriors. At this time, please welcome head coach Dan Naws and the Trinity High School Hillers. Seven-time conference champions, 3 conference championships in a row, 3 WPIAL championships in a row, 2 consecutive PIAA champions. Ladies and gentlemen, your Central Valley Warriors.
And we are live at Sarge Albert Stadium on the campus of Central Valley High School. It's Central Valley Football 2022. Tom Hayes with you tonight, along with my new color analyst, Bryce Hume, bringing you all the action of our back-to-back AAA PIAA state champion Central Valley Warriors, also the 3-time repeating WPIAL champs in AAA. But this year, they move up a notch. They will be playing Class 4A football as their enrollment numbers have bumped the Warriors up a classification as they entertain the Trinity Hillers just down south on 79. Make the trip up north for the Hillers under head coach Dan Knaus. His first year at the helm, Trinity, former head coach at Chartiers Valley, and also had a stint at Cornell High School. And Dan is a veteran coach who's had a history of turning programs around. And of course, Central Valley is led by Mark Lyons, the 13th year head coach of the Central Valley Warriors, the only head coach that the Warriors have had. And what a program he has brought. And we were looking forward to bringing it to you here on the Central Valley School District YouTube channel. And we want to thank Ray Freeman for pushing all the right buttons tonight, and Eddie I. Miller getting us hooked up with Athletic Director Sam Cercone and Bryce Hume. Bryce, first of all, welcome aboard, my friend. Good to work with you. Bryce, I've known your family for a long, long time. Go back as far with your grandpap Bill. Great family, the Hume family from Monaca, the center area. Bryce is a 2022 graduate, so you got to see a lot of these kids play for the last 3 or 4 years, Bryce, and it's got to be a thrill for you to be able to cover your alma mater just graduating last summer.
Oh, yeah. I'm really excited to do this. I love commentating, and I love watching some football. So,
and Bryce is a baseball player for the team at Penn State Beaver, and if you ever need a free meal, go see Kelly Marcello in the bistro. Tell her her dad sent you.
All right,
she'll
sounds
take care
good.
of you. Trinity has won the toss, and they have elected to receive. Back deep will be Joey Hello, number 6, and number 25, Andrew Dorick. Dorick is their leading rusher from last year, over 1,000 yards of offense from the line of scrimmage, and one of the best place kickers in the WPIL, Serafina DeStanis, will kick it off for the Warriors at the 40-yard line. We're underway. It'll be Hello at the 9-yard line out to the 20, and he is clipped up there on a great special teams play by the Warriors, getting down the field for Central Valley, and that would appear to be, let's see, I think J.J. Work, number 27, a 9th grader, and right off the bat, Bryce, a great special teams play by the Warriors. That's a good start.
Oh, yeah. Freshman making the big play, too.
Yeah, that's good. True, you're a 9th grader. You want to make a mark, do it on special teams. So Trinity will be at their own 17-yard line as we're underway in our channel. Fumble in the backfield. And Hello picks it up, but he goes nowhere. No gain on the play. Jackson Tanya, we'll be calling his name all season long. We talk about the loss of Sean Fitzsimmons, the great defensive offensive lineman now at Pitt, freshman for the Panthers, and Tanya is a guy that is going to be ringing some bells all season long for the Warriors. No gain on the play, 2nd down, 10 to go for the Hillers. Laycock, the quarterback. He's out of the gun. He's going to run it, and he's getting decent yardage. Pretty good run there by Laycock out to the 25-yard line. Only going to be about 2 yards shy of the first down, and brought down by Rylan Jeter. Nice pickup by Laycock on 2nd and long. That'll give them a very manageable 3rd and 2 at their own 25-yard line. We had a rainstorm about a half an hour ago, but things appear to be clearer now, so the turf will be a little bit wet. Laycock's pass is in the backfield, and Brett Fitzsimmons with a tremendous defensive play. The linebacker, the senior leader, comes up with a loss on the play, and Trinity will have to punt.
Pass is complete to Andrew Duray. On the tackle, number 10, Brett Fitzsimmons.
Brett Fitzsimmons, a heck of a football player in his own right, but obviously playing in the shadow of Sean, his older brother, for a little bit, and Reed before him. So it'll be Hello back to punt at his 8-yard line. And movement, there's going to cost them 5 yards. The gunner on the left side appeared to move too soon. That's Dom DeRubo for Trinity. Central Valley will not be able to defend their AAA title or their state title or the Whippeal title because they're now in 4A in the Powerful Parkway Conference with teams like Ambridge and Aliquippa, Blackhawk. They'll be battling some locals, West Allegheny as well, traditional rivalry as well for the Warriors. They've had some battles back in the Robert Foster, Jordan Whitehead days. Nice punt, but it's going to go out of bounds. Well, actually now it does stay in bounds. It gives a Hiller roll all the way down to the Warrior 38-yard line. So pretty good kick there by Hello. Well, Bryce, Mark Lyons, if you want to draw it up defensively, you'd like to go 3 and out on your first defensive set, and the Warriors accomplished that.
Sure do. Great punt, though, by Trinity. But I have some confidence in senior quarterback Antoine Johnson, who I look to lead the Warriors to some success this year.
Yeah, he's going to have to be the main man. He won't be splitting time with Matt Merritt like he did last year. It was a two-headed monster at quarterback, and Matt had a lot of injuries. Jet sweep to Simpson. De Niro Simpson breaks a tackle, gets across midfield. He'll have a Warrior first down right at the stripe at midfield. And De Niro Simpson is one of those kids that is going to have to pick up the slack offensively. Of course, Landon Alexander, the great, has graduated. He's now at the University of Albany playing for Greg Gattuso. Javen Thompson, the wide receiver, the senior, will be a big target. And they're going to go for Thompson. He's open, and just out of the outstretched hands of Thompson, he was open at the 20-yard line. Johnson led him to the outside. If he throws that ball on the inside, that's a touchdown. But first game, you work on those things. Timing will get down better as they progress as the season goes on. Pretty nice ball by Johnson, but didn't give Thompson a lot of room to work with. Johnson will throw it again in the left side flat, gain of about 5 on the play. De Niro Simpson was wide left that time. Actually, that might have been John Peterson with the reception, and it was. Third down, 6 to go. Warriors in Hiller territory, and Johnson is going to lose the football. I don't know if they say that's a fumble or an incomplete pass, but regarding that, I didn't see Johnson's arm go forward. My guess it's a fumble, and it is marked as such. So CV will also have to punt. Fourth down and 13 to go for the Warriors. Back deep for the Hillers is number 25. That is Andrew Dorig. He's a junior. 5'10", 175 pounder with a lot of speed. Thompson with the kick, and Trinity wants a flag on a play, but there's some contact, but really he went down with the ball. Dorig with good hands at the 26-yard line. Trinity takes over at their own 26. Second possession of the football game for the Hillers. No score early on. Tom Hayes and Bryce Hume with you here on the Central Valley YouTube Sports Channel. Sure appreciate you tuning in tonight for our initial broadcast of the 2022 football season. Inside draw goes nowhere. Good stop by Jackson Tanya up the middle. Simpson came up to assist as well. We'll give him a gain of 2. He got a couple more than I even thought he had. Second down, 8 to go. 8 minutes to go in this first quarter, no score. Jack Duffalaw goes way wide right. It'll be Hello for no gain. Hello's brought down. Let's see, on the stop, is that Fitzsimmons again? Yes. Brett with another tackle. What a great family he comes from, the Fitzsimmons. Had a good talk with his dad, George, before the game, as I usually do. We like to go over the X's and O's before the game and wish Brett good luck and all the other guys on the team. The freshman quarterback in there now, and that is Williamson. He is hit hard. Tanya again, this defense, Bryce, they're putting the licks on early on.
As I look at the secondary, they're seems to be no holes with Thompson deep at safety and Jeter on the corner. It's going to have to be a pretty good pass to get it past those two.
Yeah, you got two of the best linebackers in Quad A, in Merritt, or I should say, Brett Fitzsimmons and Matt Jarovac. Nice kick. Dory can punt the football. Thompson on the return. Can't break a tackle. What a special teams play there by Luke Laycock. That's a great one-on-one tackle. So we've seen 3 punts in this football game. Central Valley will take over. We'll mark it at about the 27-yard line. See if this Warrior offense can get on track. Out of the gun is Johnson. Inside hand off to Fitzsimmons. He's breaking to the outside. He's got some room. He's got about a gain of 15 or 16 yards. Brett Fitzsimmons all the way out to the 47-yard line. Gain of 20 on the play.
Great run there by Brett. Really, he can really do it all, especially on being a dual guy on defense and offense.
Deceiving speed, too, wouldn't you say, Bryce?
Oh, yeah.
Pass complete to the tight end, Jarovac, and looks like he has a Warrior first down. So Matt Jarovac, another one of those two-way players.
I think that was
Brady Hudson, yeah. Hudson with the catch. But Jarovac will play some tight end as well. Hudson with the catch. Cross-block handoff to Fitzsimmons. Brett gets about 5. You got some guys up front that can block too, and that's so important. It starts with Jackson Tanya, the center. None better than him. Nick McCreary up there. Caden Colville. Pass to Thompson. Thompson breaks a tackle. He's inside the 15-yard line to about the 17. Little methodical offensive drive by the Warriors. It started at their own 27-yard line. No score, 5:35 to go in this first. Fitzsimmons with the football. Brett's up the middle, breaking tackles, still on his feet. And he's down to the 5. He's going to go into the end zone. Brett Fitzsimmons with the touchdown. 24 yards. He was breaking tackles and taking it to the house.
A lot of broken tackles on that play by Brett. Looked like Najee Harris for the Steelers on that one.
Oh, that was an impressive run. I want to date myself. That reminds me of a run by Matt Race from Monaco High School way back in my olden days. You know, I'm an old man, Bryce. You're working for a dinosaur tonight. You're working with an oldie. And the extra point by Serafino DeSantis is up and good. Matt Raich is one of the Monaco greats. He had a couple runs. I remember he had a run against Rochester where he broke, it seemed like 12 tackles and went for a touchdown. And Brett had that kind of effort on that one. And we talked about his speed earlier. Now we saw his strength as well.
Yeah.
So he's a complete back. So Central Valley with a 7-0 lead. 5:23 to go in this first quarter. That was a nice drive by the Warriors. Started at their own 27-yard line. Now, Bryce, you graduated last year, so you played with a lot of those seniors. You know it, not that you played football, but you went to school with a lot of these kids that graduated last year. What a special group
you
guys were. You were a heck of a baseball player for the Warriors and played a little hoops as well. But your senior class was a special group, and how did it feel to be a part of all of that?
Oh, it was pretty great. I mean, the trips to Hershey and Heinz Field was just unbelievable, and seeing all my good friends from Pee Wee's win these state championships and Whitfield championships was just the best thing I could ever ask for those guys.
Yeah, it was a heck of a run. All 3 years, even the year that they lost in the state title game, that senior group deserves a lot of credit. DeSantis with a touchback, so that's a weapon right there. Serafino is.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, that group that lost in the state title game 3 years ago, they laid the groundwork. I don't think they get enough credit. Sure, they lost in the state title game, but they set the path forward for what happened the next 2 years with Amir Dudley leading them. If Amir Dudley's not sick 3 years ago, they win 3 state titles in a row, no doubt. And he would never make that excuse, but I'll make it for him. It's not an excuse, it's a fact. Laycock keeps it, and he goes nowhere. Not going to run up the middle on this Warriors defense, I don't think.
Laycock, the ball carrier. Hit first by correction by Garavac.
Matt Jaravac with the stop for the Warriors.
Gain of 1. Second down, 9.
Second down, 9 to go. 7-0 Warriors on a 24-yard touchdown run by senior Brett Fitzsimmons. Hello is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Leading the charge, sophomore Mason Dixon. And I asked Mark Lyons, I said, Mark, Mark Lyons keeps his information close to the vest. I said, Coach, can you give me any newcomers that you might expect some good things out of? And he said, Tom, yeah. He said, I'll let you know. Take a look at Mason Dixon at linebacker tonight. And there he is. He makes a nice play right there as a sophomore. Of course, his dad, Tyrone, on the staff. Pretty good athlete himself, Beaver County Hall of Famer.
Some pretty good coaching gigs there for Coach Ty.
Oh, boy. 3rd and 9. Fumble on the play. Laycock picks it up, but he's not going to go anywhere. And Trinity will have to punt it again. This will be the 3rd punt of the football game for Trinity. And now the sun has come out. We had that big downpour about 20 minutes before kickoff, and Bryce, as soon as it came, it went away that quick. So we should have a nice night for the rest of the game. Plus, you're playing on artificial surface here at Sarge Albert Stadium, a beautiful facility. This turf is second to none. We've got a whistle on the play. I don't know what.
Timeout, I think.
Yep, timeout by Trinity. So Dan Canals saw something he didn't like on the special teams unit, and sometimes that's first game jitters. You know, you guys aren't sure if they're on punt return, punt kickoff, punt kick, kickoff, kick return. It adds to some confusion when you try to get everybody into position in game number 1, especially in football, when you're talking about 11 guys in trying to form one cohesive unit at a time. So Canals takes the TO to set things straight on 4th and 9 at their own 21-yard line. Here, if you're Trinity, you worry about kicking it to Javen Thompson. You don't want to get it in his hands with a head of steam. Now, they kicked it deep the last time, and they cornered Thompson in on a tremendous play on special teams. So we'll see if he can get sprung.
The Warriors have had a stretch of great return men along the years I was in high school, at least.
They sure have. Doric shanks this one, though. It's going to go up the side, a foot and out of bounds. Depends on where they mark it. It'll be in Trinity territory. They're going to say that, get it to 45-yard line.
1st and 10. Central Valley's ball on the Trinity 46. On the Trinity 46.
So they'll have a short field with the Warriors at the 46-yard line. They'll mark it. 7-0 Central Valley. Thompson's pass to Jaravac on the flat. And Matt has a first down and a few more. Line 1st and 10 Warriors.
Johnson's pass is
Jerovac, I thought, was a little unheralded last year. He had more of an impact at linebacker, I think, than he got credit for. He had a heck of a junior year. He was a key cog on that defense. He and Brett Fitzsimmons. And Brett with the football. And he's got a few up the middle.
Fitzsimmons. Tackled by Hello and Banco.
Second down, and let's call it 5. Motion. Ball goes to the motion receiver. He has a catch to the outside, and inside the 5-yard line goes Tyler Young. Tyler Young, I don't recall calling his name at all last year, so this is a guy who is now a senior who has an impact right off the bat. So you never know from year to year who's going to help your squad out. First and goal at the 4. And Thompson in the backfield. So there was a little wrinkle with Javen Thompson lined up in the backfield. He got down to about the 2. Had a full house there. And it was Thompson trying to deliver the mail.
Ball's on the 2-yard line.
Second and goal to go at the 2. Keep an eye on who gets this one in that tight formation. The officials appear to be discussing something. I don't know. Going over to talk to Mark Lyons now, and I don't know if it was a clock. Reset the play clock, possibly. We don't have a clear indication on what the call is. Full house again. Johnson's going to keep it, and Johnson's going to be short of the goal line. So it'll be 3rd and short. Got down to the 1. Probably inside the 1. We're looking at. They're at the. They got about a foot to go. He could just fall forward for it here. But they'll give it to Fitzsimmons. Touchdown, Brett, his second one of the night. Pretty easy call to give it to your senior leader back there.
Oh, yeah. Anyone, honestly, who probably got that ball could have just tripped and fell and would have been in the end zone.
As long as you get a little pursuit on that O-line, you're okay to get in there. Serafina DeSantis on for the extra point. What a nice young man he is. I've gotten to know him over the last couple years, and he and his kicking coach, John Barr, spend so much time together. They're a great duo. John does a great job with the kicker. And that kick is good. So 14-0 Warriors, and after a little bit of a slow start for the Warriors, Bryce, this offense starting to get in gear.
Yeah, it's always the first drive of the new year. You think that they're going to get right back in the last season's form, but it usually takes a couple plays then they'll get right back into the swing of it.
We'll be trying to get you scores around the valley. Beaver Falls leads Blackhawk 8-0 early on. So the Tigers take the lead up at Blackhawk High School at Blackhawk. They should call it Joe Hamilton Football Field. I don't know what they're waiting on, but it's not called that yet. So DeSantis will kick it off from his 40. Serafino's going to get some look. He's going to get some offers to kick the football at the next level. I really believe that. He's accurate kicker, great young man, and got some leg to it too. So he can. He's going to help a football program next year should he decide to kick in college.
And Scott Beaton receives. DeSantis kicking off.
had a touchback on his last kickoff, and this one is going to end up in the end zone again.
Once again, DeSantis is kicked.
That's impressive.
That is very impressive. Serafino has done a lot of great things for this football team last year. I don't think he missed one extra point.
I think he missed one. To be fair,
One.
I think he missed one extra point and 2 field goals. That was it. So that's pretty darn good. The one he missed probably was blocked too.
Yeah.
So, but they got to blame the kicker if it doesn't go through the uprights. But yeah, your point's well taken. He just solid as they come. To have a senior leader, a kicker like that is golden. Up the middle, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. This Central Valley defense won't let the Hillers go anywhere. That was Roderick Moore. And he's a bowling ball, 210-pounder. Mason Dixon with another tackle, the sophomore.
Gain of 2. Second down, 8. The ball on the 22.
Receiver in motion. Williamson's going to throw it. We got a flag on the play, and that pass is incomplete. Good coverage back deep by Jeter. Flag's going to go against Trinity. Central Valley will decline it, unless it was a pre-snap penalty. No, they can decline it. Good to talk to Lenny Leeper, the supervisor officials here tonight, a Beaver County Hall of Famer. He's here making sure his crew does a good job, as they always do. We're blessed with some great, great officials in the Beaver Valley. Those guys in the stripes, they don't get enough credit. What a thankless job they have, and they do it well. I don't know how they do it, because no matter what call you make, half of the stadium's going to be mad at you.
Yeah, it's the way of the road for a referee and an umpire and a basketball referee.
You're a play-by-play guy, too.
Yeah.
Half the calls I make, people aren't happy with. Good run by Williamson. He gained about 9 on the play. So Josh Williamson's only a freshman. He's already 6'1" and 170 pounds. So he grows a little bit, and he will. He actually got enough for the first down, so got across the sticks. Good for him. That's the first down of the night, I believe, for the Hillers.
Yeah, every drive so far has been a punt, 3 and out.
Gain up the middle for 1. Dixon with another stop. He picked up 2 on a play, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. So after the first quarter, 2 Brett Fitzsimmons touchdowns, 1 of 24 yards, 1 of 1 yard. 2 extra points by Serafino DeSantis has given the Warriors a 14-0 lead as we enter the second quarter here at Sarge Albert Stadium on the Central Valley School District YouTube channel. Thanks for spending your Friday night with us. Tom Hayes and Bryce Hume. Happy to bring you the call of this one. As we start the second quarter, Trinity, will have a 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line after picking up their initial first down of the football game. Josh Williamson at quarterback now for the Hillers. They're Hillers. I think their high school's up on a big hill. I don't know. I've never been there. One place in the WPIL I haven't called a football game is Trinity High School.
Second down, 13.
We had a procedure penalty on Trinity, so that'll back them up 5. Pass complete, but he was on the ground when he made the catch. That was Cooper Scott. Bryce, I want to send best wishes to your former baseball coach, Bruce Herstein, who had a heart attack in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
That had to be tough on you guys. I know athletic director Sam Sircone had to take over, and how's Coach doing? I know he resigned his position, and hopefully his health has improved. Have you heard anything on Bruce's condition?
I haven't heard much. I just know that he's doing okay,
Good.
doing better.
Great guy. Williamson keeps it. He's going to be a player. You can just tell looking at the kid. You know, in 9th grade, 6'1", 170 pounds, and you can just see he has some moxie about him. Jackson Tanya with the stop, though, for the Warriors. And it'll be another punt, 1, 2, 3, 4, number 4 for Trinity. Javen Thompson back at his own 40. Directional kick, they'll kick it out of bounds. They're trying to keep it away from Thompson. Yeah, it did stay in bounds at about the 34. So that's a pretty good kick by Durick. Muggy night here at Sarge Albert Stadium. Bryce, I don't know about you, but I'm ready for fall weather. I like the fall. I like a little chill in the air.
Yeah, fall weather is just some football weather.
Yeah. Good for fall baseball, too.
Yeah.
Soccer, obviously. Now, are you playing baseball at Penn State Beaver?
I am, yeah. We start our...
Simpson with a big carry across midfield.
We start just after Labor Day for
good.
fall ball. And then we just lift and practice until the spring season starts.
So into Hiller territory go the Warriors. First and 10 at the 48 of Trinity for the Warriors. Pass is complete. And breaking tackle, still on his feet. Quinn Connolly down to the 12-yard line. And actually Rutherford was in at quarterback now. So Stephen Rutherford, the sophomore quarterback, in for Quinn Connolly as Mark Lyons goes to the bench pretty early in this one. Still has some starters out there, but giving some young guys a look. Rutherford did well. He got some reps last year, did well when he got a shot. Brett Fitzsimmons breaking tackles again. He just won't go down after initial contact. Down to the 11-yard line.
Tackled by Moore and Levant. Gain of 3. Gain of 2. Second down, 8.
Dixon, the ball carrier. Mason Dixon, touchdown. He crosses the goal line. 11-yard touchdown run.
Warriors running backs of all three are there, all touchdowns today.
Looks like the division of labor in the backfield is going to replace the workhorse of Landon Alexander, and what a senior year he had. Wow.
That was a really incredible thing to watch.
It was. He was just phenomenal. Still scratching my head that he didn't get more Division I offers.
I know, that is a little strange. He did have that hip injury early on in his high school career.
DeSantis' kick is up and good. It's 21-0 Warriors. But yeah, his body of work is, well, Albany got a steal and he'll do well there. 21-0 Warriors. As we saw Stephen Rutherford get in at quarterback. And Quinn Conley got a nice carry on that drive. I was up here last week for the scrimmage and noticed that all of the young backs, unfortunately with the shooting across the hillside there, and they took the kids off the field before the varsity started, so I only stayed for the junior varsity scrimmage, but the young guys look good. Well, the thing about Mark Lyons, he doesn't have a good football team. He has a great program. You know, it's okay to have a good team now and then, but he's built a program, and that's what you want. I mean, you know, when Jordan Whitehead and Robert Foster, you know, graduated, everything, oh, what are they going to do now? You know, well, you just reload. Kick deep. Good special teams play down to the 20-yard line on a stop there. John Peterson with a stop.
On the tackle, number 23, B.J. Nastic.
So it'll mark them down at, well, let's see, where they're going to put it, 21-yard line?
First and 10, Hiller's ball.
Yeah, they'll put it at 20. See if the Hillers can get some momentum here offensively. Wide to left goes Dante DeRubo. They're going to hand it off on the inside. Nowhere to run. Stopped there by B.J. Nastic.
25, Andrew
Durig, the ball carrier. Second down, 8 to go for the Hillers at their own 22. Central Valley with a 21-0 lead. Nice run up the middle for modest yardage. But the Hillers will take that. Brady Hudson on the stop.
Looked like number 50, Brendan Alexander, was in on that too. That's Landon's brother.
Okay, yeah, good point. And he is in there. Only a freshman.
Third down, 4.
Third down, 4 to go. Boy, the Hillers would love to pick this one up if they could. They're going to try a halfback option. They have a man open. It's Durig. Durig in the clear across midfield. Great play call there by Coach Dan Knaus and the Hillers, as they have their biggest gainer by far, all the way down to the Warriors' 44-yard line.
Complete to number 25, Andrew Durig. And a Hiller's first down. On the tackle, number 2.
Well, maybe that'll give them a little momentum that they were looking for. Whistle on a play. Sometimes that's all you need as an underdog. Get a little spark, something to build hope on. It's a nice play call. Pre-snap penalty, though, those are killers. When you have a nice play like that, Bryce, and then you have a pre-snap penalty and you're 5 yards in the hole, that doesn't make a coach happy.
Especially not after that big chunk play you have, and then you go right back.
So they're back to the CV 49. 7.5 minutes to go in the half. 21-0 Central Valley. And another loss. Oh, he got loose. Laycock got loose, but not the second time. Wrapping him up is Tyler Andrusic. But there were a lot of guys putting pressure up there. They're going the wrong direction. It's like that trick play made this defense mad.
Yeah, they don't like to be pressured, these Warriors on defense. So expect some pressure back.
Second down and a long, 22 to go. Laycock throws it. He has a nice arm, and that's way too far. Too much arm on that one. Intended for Jaden Dobich. Dobich was covered, though. That play wasn't open. I think it was good that he did overthrow the receiver because he was well covered. So 3rd and 22. Another pre-snap penalty. That's just lack of concentration. Braden Helmkamp. He's 6'5", 250. You're not going to miss him if he moves too soon. Trinity has brought a nice contingent of fans up 79 from the South Washington County area. So good fan support, as always. You like to see that. Laycock's pass is hanging in the air, and that ball is intercepted. De Niro Simpson with the pick. Simpson on the far sideline is going to be knocked out of bounds into Trinity territory. And that pass looked doomed from the start. Bryce, it was hanging in the air forever. I thought you might have picked that one off.
Yeah, picking this Central Valley defense has really an eye for the ball in the air. A lot of interceptions every year, and that was a great one there by De Niro.
Yeah, that just ball hung up there. You knew that was going to be trouble. You touched upon it earlier about how deep and talented this secondary is for Central Valley. Can't afford to make a mistake like that. Johnson back in there to Thompson. So it was just a series to get Rutherford some game action. Javen with a gain of about 9. Plenty of time, still 6 minutes left in the half.
Second down, less than 1.
Fumble on the play. Bad exchange between Johnson and Dixon that time, and I don't know who got back on it. Warriors came up with it. Boy, that's a big break for Central Valley. Dixon recovered the fumble.
Central Valley, Mason Dixon.
That was just a mix-up between the back and the quarterback there. Miscommunication on the play.
And that's a Central Valley first down. 5:43 left in the
The
first
Warriors
down.
want to take a timeout.
Trinity.
Trinity actually took the timeout. That's their second of the half. So they'll have one left. Central Valley is yet to take a TO. Three rushing touchdowns for the Warriors in this first half. Brett Fitzsimmons started things off in the first quarter with a 24-yard run. And then Brett had a 1-yard touchdown run, and then in the second quarter, 11-yard touchdown run by Mason Dixon. Serafina DeSantis with the extra point on all 3 touchdowns, so he's 3 for 3 on a young season. Plus, 2 or 3 touchbacks? At least 2 that I recall. 2 touchbacks. Pass in the flat is complete. That's Simpson for the first down. De Niro down to the 20-yard line.
Johnson's pass complete to number 1, De Niro Simpson, and a Warrior. First down. First and 10, the ball on the 22. On the tackle, number 33.
Johnson to the air, and that ball is almost intercepted. Landon Hendricks had it, should have picked that off, intended for Thompson. That was that looked like a communication problem between Thompson and Johnson there. I don't think that was what Johnson expected Thompson to run, or vice versa. The pass went inside, Thompson went outside, and Hendricks almost got an easy pick. Second down, 10 to go. Mason Dixon, the ball carrier.
Dixon. Tackled by Cipollini. Third down, 5. Ball on the 17.
Johnson's pass is incomplete over the middle. Would have been short of the first down.
Johnson's pass intended for Hills is incomplete.
Cole Hiltz, the intended receiver. Only a sophomore. A lot of young guys out there. So DeSantis now on 4th down is going to try a 34-yard field goal. And that kick is up, and that kick is good. So 34-yarder. Field goal by Serafino DeSantis. He's perfect on the night.
First down, Central Valley, 24. Trinity, nothing.
Well, Bryce, when your drive stalls and you have a senior place kicker like Serafino DeSantis, what a security blanket that has to be for Coach Mark Lyons. At the high school level, field goals aren't automatic, and I'm not going to say Serafino's automatic, but he's about as close as you can get to automatic.
Oh yeah, it's always good to take your points and not push for the 6 or 7. 3 will get it done sometimes.
Yeah, it gives you that 4 possession lead now instead of 3. And this kick will go down to the 5-yard line. It'll be Landon Hendricks, who should have had an interception. And another big special teams hit by the Warriors. They're flying on special teams. You want to make a name for yourself. That's what you have to do. You have to fly down the field on special teams and make a tackle, and Rayard Jabber did that. So Trinity at their own 25-yard line. Only has 1 timeout to play with 4:36 to go. Central Valley leads at 24-0. Things might get a little tougher as the Avonworth Antelopes come into town next Friday night in another non-conference game. Avonworth's still 3A, but they're top 5 in 3A. Pass is incomplete.
Almost picked off the deflection there by B.J. Nastic.
He got there in a hurry. He catches that. He just strolls into the end zone for a pick 6. Second down, 10 to go for the Hillers. 4:32 to go in the half. It's been all Warriors. Williamson with the forward pitch. That's actually going to complete a pass to Dobich because the pitch was forward. So the shuffle pass will be good for the first down. Out to the 41 for the Hillers. 1st and 10, Trinity. Don Lindsay, a junior, 5'5", 137-pounder, comes up with the stop. Seeing a lot of different numbers out on the field early in this one, Bryce, and that's good to see. Get as many guys out on the field as you can. Build that experience. Williamson to throw it. Has a man and some contact, no call.
I think that was Don Lindsay again, right there.
Pass intended for Caden Bazzoli. No?
23, B.J. Nastic defending on the play.
We'll check that second and 10. Screen pass. That's in the middle. Good gainer for Joey Hello. And Hello gets out to midfield.
West Allegheny and Moon. West Allegheny leads 28-0 in that game. Second quarter just started.
Thanks, Bryce. And Beaver Falls now leads Blackhawk 22-0 at Blackhawk High School. Nick Nardone has got a pretty good squad in Double-A this year for the Fighting Tigers. Got to the championship last year, lost to Sarah Catholic. Williamson with the first down. This kid's going to be a player. I like him. I like his size, Jonah Williamson, 6'1", 165, the program says, as a 9th grader. Man, I wish I would have been 6'1", 160. I wish I was 6'1" now. Williamson keeps it. He gains about 10.
Really likes the QB option, it looks like.
Yes, he does, and he's good at it. Plus, he's shown a lively arm. He has the ability to throw it downfield. Short of the first down, so I'll give him 9. Dorig's going to go nowhere. Durick hasn't been able to get outside to show his speed. 2:25 to go in a moving clock here in the first half. One timeout left for the Hillers, and it's 24-0 Central Valley.
Hopewell and Southside. Southside leads 22-0 as well. A lot of zeros on the scoreboards around the.
Yeah, you'll see that early on. Some teams getting a slower start than others. Pass complete for the first down and a whole lot more. That is Cooper Scott with the reception from Williamson.
Nice one-handed grab, but he seems to be getting up a little slow on the sideline.
Yeah, he definitely got his bell rung there, and hopefully he's okay. His helmet fell off after the play. So he'd have to come off regardless. Once that helmet comes off, you're out for a play. 1st and 10, Trinity at the CV-25. Dorig with the football. He's got good yardage, around 7 or 8 on the left side. Now Mark Lyons putting some top line players back in defensively to try to keep the Hillers off the board.
Second down, 4. Second down, 4.
Dorig again. Dorig short of the sticks.
Dorig, the ball carrier. Dorig, the ball carrier.
Dylan Rose with a tackle. We're calling a lot of different numbers on stops tonight defensively. Trinity takes their last time out of the half. So they're out of timeouts. But this third down play, 3rd and about 3, is huge. Nice night for high school football. We had a little rain early on in the pregame, but that has subsided and we have a pretty dry night. Field's a little slick in spots, but the artificial playing surface here holds up well. 3rd down and 3 to go for the Hillers. Trying to make something to go at the end of the half. Dorig's not going to get there, and they're going to have to hurry up and get a 4th down play off, I believe, unless he got a better spot than I gave him credit for. They may actually have it, and they do. So good second effort by Dorig to get the sticks. 10 seconds to go, though. They're going to have to hurry. They're kind of taking their time. They might want to spike the ball here, and you would think reset. Actually, a minute to go. My fault. That's not second. It's a minute 5 to go in the half. So they have a minute to go. Now we're under a minute. I was reading the clock wrong. My apologies. Dorig with the catch. He's running and catching, and he's doing it all. Jerovac with the stop. 2nd down, 2 to go for Trinity. Williamson's going to roll right. He falls down. I thought the knee was down, and now they do say it was. So he was down at the 15-yard line. Bryce, you saw it like I did.
So back to that turf, he probably slipped after the rainstorm.
Yeah. Dry field, he's still up. You're exactly right. So loss of about 6 on the play. Mark Lyons not happy about something. He's talking to one of the officials. And 15 seconds ago in the half. Williamson throws it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hillers. On the catch was Joey Dobich.
Williamson's pass is complete in the end zone to number 7, Jaden Dovich for a Trinity touchdown.
Looked like the same play they were trying to run before he slipped and fell. Couldn't get the throw off. Rolled out right. Stayed up on his feet this time and found the open receiver in the end zone.
Yeah, I would agree that was the same call. You're exactly right. So Jonah Williamson with the touchdown pass, his first of his high school career.
Going for 2.
Oh, they're going to go for the deuce. Yes, they are. Why not? And they're going to roll right this time, and they're going to be not intercepted, but batted away. No good. So it'll stay at 24-6.
Good defensive play there by Fitzsimmons, deflecting that ball away.
Okay, and that'll keep it at 24-6. Well, the reason you do that, you get within 16 points if you make it. So mathematically, Dan Canals with the right call. So, barring a spectacular finish to this first half, CV will go into the locker room with a 24-6 lead. And we'll receive the second half kickoff. Bryce and I will step away at halftime where we will continue our broadcast with the marching band, the Central Valley High School marching band under the direction of Wendy Lewis. What a great job they do. It's just not the football team. It's the cheerleading squad, the band, the student section, Bryce, that you have been a part of. You know all about the fan support, the community support. It's just the merger of Monaca and Center was really united by the football program and their success early on. And then all of you kids deserve a lot of credit for the way you all handled that merger and the way the two schools merged. It was a sight to behold. And from an old Monaca guy who graduated from Center High School, I'm the ultimate warrior. I went to Monaca kindergarten through 5th grade. Then I transferred to Center and graduated. Went from 6th to my senior at Center High School. So I went to both Monaca and Center. So when they merged, I was a happy camper.
You were a Central Valley Warrior before Central Valley was a thing.
Yeah, I was a Monaca, Indiana Central Valley Center Trojan before I became a Warrior. I've lived in the Center Township area my entire life. This is home for me. When I retired from the radio station a couple years ago, athletic director Sam Sircone called and said, "Hey, what are you doing in this fall?" I said, "I'm retired." He goes, "Oh, we want to see if we want to do a little YouTube television." So I'm really blessed that Sam Sircone thought of me, and also Superintendent Nick Perry and all of the staff and everyone at Central Valley has just been so welcoming to me, and I've had such a great time last year covering the games and working with you, Bryce, this year. We're going to have a lot of fun, buddy. Looking forward to it. Nice return. Fitzsimmons is going to be in the clear. He's breaking tackles. He's going to run out the clock. Unfortunately, he ran out of time, but what a return by Brett Fitzsimmons to end this first half.
Gave me a flashback to the state championship game where he had that nice return.
Oh, yeah, on the kind of hesitation on the punt. Right, good call. The fair catch, no fair catch, who knows. But that'll do it at the end of the half. We're going to step away for a break. Our halftime score, Central Valley 24, Trinity 6. We'll be back after the halftime break.
0406. Please move your vehicle. Zachary Field. Zachary Field. Can you please report to the press box? This week's winner of the touchdown club is Michael and Michelle Fisher.
And we're getting ready for second half action. Tom Hayes along with Bryce Hume. And Bryce, while you have a chance, let's go down those scores that we gave for local teams around the area. What do we have on the scoreboard update?
Southside is leading Hopewell 15-0. Freedom is 10-0, and West Day is 31-0 over Moon.
And Freedom over Quaker Valley,
Yeah.
10-0. Central Valley will receive the second half kickoff as Thompson's back deep in the middle. 24-6, the Warriors with the lead. Saw a lot of liberal substitutions in the first half for Coach Mark Lyons, and expect that to intensify as the game goes on. Based on the score, high deep kick down to the 10. Out across the 20-25, good room. Up the middle, into the clear. All the way down the end zone on the far sideline. Get a number for you momentarily. Riley Jeter on the return. Didn't pick the number up initially, Bryce, but he goes all the way down to the Trinity 14-yard line. What a return by Rylan Jeter.
Great burst of speed there when he saw the opening. Thought he was going to be gone. That kid who made the tackle had a really good angle on that.
Rylan Jeter, I apologize. I didn't see the number on that far sideline deep in the corner. Johnson's going to throw it to Thompson. Touchdown, Warriors. They waste no time. Johnson to Thompson from 14 yards.
First touchdown from the air from the Warriors tonight.
Yep. So Javen Thompson from 14 yards out makes it 30-6 Warriors. And Bryce, we got to be on our best behavior. The boss is coming into the booth. We're going to talk to the boss momentarily. And we got a mix up on the snap. Rutherford's going to have to roll out, and he's not going to get there. So on the bobbled snap, it'll stay at 30-6. The Warriors. And speaking of the boss, Athletic Director Sam Sircone. Sam, I know this is a busy time for you, getting ready for the school year to kick off. Next Monday, you're not only the athletic director, but you got to run transportation as well. But Sam, what Mark Lyons has done with this football program, and you've been an integral part of that, running this athletic department. As I mentioned to Bryce earlier, they don't have a good football team. They got a great program, and that's really what you want. As a former head coach, you know what it's like to build a program, and you just got to be so happy. Back-to-back state titles, 3 WPIL championships in a row. Now you're up to 4A. What do you think about the move up to 4A?
Well, we have developed a program here. Coach Lyons and his staff has done a remarkable job in getting. As you look at the sidelines, we're from the 20-yard line to the 20-yard line with 77 kids. So that speaks volumes for the kids, the community, and everybody that wants to be a part of something special. And they've really got it going on right now, and as well as some of our other sports. Getting back to your boss comment, you got to use that loosely. I'm no boss. I'm just another fish in the pond here. So just trying to make ends meet and make sure everything goes smoothly.
Well, Sam, I will say this. When I retired from the radio, you're the one that gave me the call. I'm laying on the beach, living a good life. And you said, hey, Tom, what are you doing this fall? I know you're retired, but, and offered me an opportunity to join the Central Valley School District YouTube channel. For an old guy like me, this is my 40th year of covering high school football. Publicly want to thank you for this opportunity. And Superintendent Nick Perry, I had so much fun last year, and to be a part of covering a state title team here on our YouTube channel at Central Valley. I appreciate you thinking of me, my friend, and it's been a great ride. And Bryce Hume, a recent graduate, recently this spring of Central Valley, joining us this year, a nice addition to the booth. So thanks for having us on board, as always.
Yeah, anytime, Tom. We pounced on that opportunity when you retired, and we didn't want you to retire. So you have a job for life here, as I told you earlier.
That might not be too much longer, but that's all right.
And at this rate, my life might not be too much
Hey,
longer
you never
either.
know, you never
But I
know.
do want to give a shout out because I hear there's a young man's birthday today.
I wouldn't say young man. I would not say young man, but I'd say an old man celebrating
Well,
today.
Tom, you know what? Happy birthday on
Thank
behalf
you.
of the Central Valley School District. We love having you. You're a great addition to our sports program, and we couldn't be more gracious of you taking the time on Friday nights. You can go to any football game that you want because you're retired, but we brought you back in. I hope you enjoy your day and many, many more well wishes for
You
your
know
birthday.
what? Family and football are my two favorite things. I'll go with family first. Football's a close second. But thanks for the birthday wishes on an old man at 64. I remember listening to the Beatles song, "Will You Still Love Me When I'm 64?" I asked my wife. She goes, "Well, I'm still with you. Let's at least give you that." I said, "Well, I'll take that. At least you stuck with me
That's right.
when I'm 64."
That's always a plus, right?
But it's been. I'd be here at the games anyways, and I was really not looking forward to buying a ticket, so I'm glad I get to still come to the games for free.
and clothes. We'll get you some clothes
Yeah,
too.
I got to get some new.
Yeah, you're wearing a nice Steelers
I'm
shirt.
representing the Steelers.
It's not
tonight.
Sunday yet,
It's early
Tom.
yet. I know. I'm pushing the issue a little bit, but and when you have a graduate like Bryce Hume who wants to come back to his alma mater and contribute, Bryce has done a great job in the first half. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You talk about you're a Monaca guy. Deep down, I'm a Monaca guy. I've known the Hume family my whole life, so to have an opportunity to work with Bryce and to know his grandfather, his dad, and his entire family as well as I have, and his beautiful mother who overcame breast cancer. There's a true warrior right there.
No doubt.
You want to talk about the epitome of a warrior, Mo Hume. That's what a warrior is.
I was going to say, you didn't mention her name, and I tell you what, if we would have went this whole broadcast without mentioning Mo Hume's name, she would have been upset. I know she would have. But
Well, she's one of the
shout out
best.
to Mo because she does a remarkable job in our high school staff. And, like you said, great family. We're excited to have Bryce along. It's always special when kids come back and want to give back to their alma mater. And welcome aboard, Bryce. We love having you. I got to coach him again his senior year in baseball this past year.
Yeah, we talked about you taking over for Bruce Herstein.
It was a lot of fun. And they don't get much better than Bryce.
Thank you.
Sam, there's
Thank you.
another guy we want to mention, too. We were talking about the young sophomore, Mason Dixon, who's already had a fine football game, defensively and running the football. His father, Tyrone Dixon, a member of the Mark Lyon staff, a little bit under the weather right now. Maybe you can expound on that, but we want to send our prayers and best wishes to Coach Tyrone Dixon as he recovers from some medical complications, and we hope to get him back on the sidelines here in a few weeks.
Yes, shout out to Coach Ty Dixon, good friend. He had a kidney transplant in July, and he is recovering. I just talked to him today. He is getting stronger every day.
Good.
We wish Ty nothing but the best on a speedy recovery. And just by the sound of his voice, he is chomping at the bit to get back here with the team. And we'll welcome him with open arms. But to get back to Mason, Mason is a fine player, and I tell him and Coach Ty and his wife, thank God Mason has D. Dixon's athletic ability. I always bust Ty a little bit on that, and he laughs. So shout out to Ty. Coach, we
Coach,
hope
get better,
if
man.
you're listening, we hope you get better, and we can't wait to have you back.
We love you, Coach. Just do what the doctors tell you. They know better than anyone for your course of recovery, and CV football will be waiting on you with open arms. Sam, we were up here. I was up here. A lot of folks were last week with the scrimmage and the unfortunate shooting that happened just across the way at Cedar Ridge, and something like that really keeps life in perspective. What's really important, but it is so thankful that when you be able to come to a place like Central Valley on a Friday night and watch high school football at its finest level, and it's escape from reality, I think, for a lot of us that have enjoyed high school sports for so many years. And what Mark has done with this program, He can't do it alone. He's had such a great staff, and I know you don't want me to sit here and throw bouquets your way, but it takes a leader. It takes an athletic director like yourself to run a program and understand what's important. It's just, it's just not football. You talked about it. It's boys and girls sports. It's what you do for the cheerleaders, the band, everybody. It's a community, but I do think football bonded this community during the consolidation, the merger between Monaca and Center. And kids like Bryce deserve a lot of credit because he was a Center guy that, accepted Monaca kids, and they all molded together, and they made a great example, I think, for adults in this community to show how a merger can be done and done the right way.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The community did come together, and, it started with the kids. Our leaders at the time, they wanted to do what was best for the kids. And Dr. Perry has taken that role on, too. Every time we have something, whether it comes up or whatever, Dr. Perry has the best interest of the kids. That's the first thing that's out of his mouth. And when you have leaders like that, Tom, you're going to be successful. And, I can't say enough about, everybody that has helped, chipped in, pitched in, and have gotten to where we are in our short amount of time. It's hard to believe it's been 13 years going on number 14. And but it's been a fun ride, and I hope, I'm here for the duration.
I talked to Mark Lyons before the game. I said, Mark, 13 seasons here. He goes, I know, it's hard to believe. You can think back to all those drives he made to Mount Pleasant, where he was living in Monaca and coaching and teaching in Mount Pleasant School District. I still don't know how he did that for so many years, but it was tough. When you guys had to pick a head football coach, there were a lot of guys that wanted this job, and you decided on Mark Lyons, and man, what a choice that was, and his recognition too of putting a great staff together from day one. He's had so many guys that have helped out. You look at Sean McCreary, who just a great player at Monaca and Geneva College himself. Larry DeVincentis, Wayne Tatalovich, your defensive coordinator. I could go on and on. Dave Kramer. I know I'm going to forget somebody, but the bottom line, it's the whole staff that has got this program where it's at.
Yeah, without question. Without question. And again, I'll reflect it back, you got to have good horses, and we've been blessed with a lot of talent here. And, like I said earlier, 77 kids. Football's not an easy sport. Not just everybody's going to come out. It's tough. It gets rigorous, but they want to be a part of something special. And, the kids, they've bonded. They've come together. And, I know the coaches do put a lot of time and work in. But I know Mark, and Mark will even tell you that he's been blessed with some talented players, and he just tries to show them the ropes, and they go, and they.
Bryce and I were
succeed.
talking, it all started with Foster and Whitehead. Those guys graduated. Now what's going to happen? This is what's going to happen. Other kids are going to step up. You see a 10th grader like Mason Dixon stepping up already. Steve Rutherford, when he gets in there, quarterback, does a great job. I could go on and on with the youth. And you talked about Nick Perry earlier. You get 77 kids. You got to dress these kids. They got to have all the equipment. They got to have the pads, the uniforms, and whatnot. So there's a cost factor involved when you have 77 kids dressing up for a football team. So it's just, it's a commitment from the whole school district, and that's really what it takes. And we'd be remiss if we didn't give Danny Matzok a ton of credit.
Absolutely.
Our initial superintendent who was here during the merger to begin with. Now, I know you probably don't like Dan because you're a Monaca guy. He's a Rochester guy, but
that's not true.
Danny's
that's
good
not
people.
True. Danny's a great guy.
I know
He's
that.
a great guy.
But the battles between Monaca and Rochester go back, and every time I cross the bridge, I still miss the games.
Nick Perry was on that Rochester staff too. Don't forget that.
I did forget that. I'm glad you reminded me of that.
So, great guys, great leaders, both of them. Dr. Matzok, obviously he has a grandkid playing on the team in Donovan, and we'll see him. Every time I see him, I joke with him because he's always looking happy. He's retired, he's enjoying life, and that's good for him. He's worked hard to get where he's at, and he deserves it. And and then he passed the torch on to Dr. Perry, and Nick's done a tremendous job. And,
Yeah, the
getting
wheels
back
are
when you
turning.
said about the 77 kids, Mark was a little concerned because we didn't have enough stuff. And when
Yeah.
he went to Nick, Nick said, hey, it's for the kids. You're going to get it. Don't worry about it. We got to get them helmets. We got to get them stuff. So
Yeah.
make sure you get with Sam and order the stuff you need, because we'll never, turn a kid away. And, they're there. And there's been a shortage in helmets and stuff and equipment. And,
There's been a shortage in everything.
Everything.
Getting
And
equipment for everything.
we
yeah.
were able to, come together and get him. And Mark jumped on that early. Obviously, he had to. And I could tell you, I'm on an AD thread. We text every day. And, probably a month ago, ADs were looking for helmets. They didn't care what colors they were.
Yeah.
They didn't order extras. They had a ton of kids coming out, whether it was middle school or high school. And, they were scrambling. And unfortunately for us, we jumped on it early and we were able to get our, our equipment and stuff. So, those are the things that, some people don't understand and don't realize. But, we'll make it work. There's no doubt about it.
Jonah Williamson, this freshman quarterback for Trinity, I've been impressed with him. He's, as we're talking, they're just matriculating down the field, as Hank Stram would say, and, they're looking good. So this young quarterback, they have a good future in him, and I know Mark would like to get this drive stopped to get his offense back out on the field. So there's no quitting this team. Trinity with Dan Canals, who did a great job at Char Valley, also was at Cornell for a while. He improved both of those programs, so he'll do the same for Trinity, given the time and the efforts. He'll get this program where they got to go.
Right, and he will. He is a good coach. Maybe in a little bit of a rebuilding stage, but you're right. I mean, they got some players, and that's what you're going to need. And this kid does look pretty good. 30-6 here as the Warriors on defense, and 4:48 left to go in the third quarter. And like you said, I know Coach Lyons is probably chomping at the bit down there trying to get a stop here.
He's taking the time out now. Yes, he's taking the time out to talk about it, I think. But Sam, school starts. We didn't start. Central Valley hasn't started school yet. You start next Monday. Let me just wish you a safe, healthy, and prosperous new school year. I can only imagine, and I want to credit you and the entire teaching staff and administration at Central Valley and all the schools during COVID. What you administrators and teachers have done, you're heroes in my eyes. Just an amazing job how you continue to educate our kids. And I have 3 grandchildren in the Central Valley School District, and I'm blessed that they're in this district. And I'm proud that they're in this district. And I want to wish you all well for a great school year coming up starting next Monday. And Sam, thanks for bringing me on board last year. And thanks for the time tonight, my friend. Always great to see you.
Always my pleasure, Tom. Good people are hard to find sometimes, and we got one of the best, I'll tell you that. And, we appreciate your efforts. Thank you. I'll pass that information along to the staff, our administration team, because they do work hard.
They sure do.
And sometimes it gets tough, but again, we're all in it for the kids. That's why we got into this field, and we'll continue to plug away and do what's best for our kids and our community.
All right, my friend. Thank you.
Tom, thank you.
Good to see you.
Bryce, good job.
Thank you.
Williamson again with the rollout, and the pass is dropped. Should have been a completion, and Bryce, this Williamson, though, I'm telling you, he's just he's blowing me away as a 9th grader. On the road against a defending state champion, this kid, he has ice water in his veins.
He sure does, and he really likes that rollout, and he seemingly throws it on the run every time, and it's pretty accurate when he does.
4th and 9. I guess they are going to punt it away. Maybe they go for it in Central Valley territory, but it will be Andrew Dorick back to punt. Although I'm not so sure with this formation. This could be a fake here on 4th and 10.
Looks like the Warriors
and
are thinking that too.
They're going to go for it. They are going to go for it, and they ain't going nowhere. De Niro Simpson with a hit in the backfield for the loss. So Central Valley was not fooled. That could be why Coach took a timeout to talk about things, and this Central Valley defense said, oh, no more tricks on us tonight. It's not Halloween just yet. want to thank Athletic Director Sam Sircone for the nice visit, and Sam and I go way back. I remember broadcasting the last championship football game for Monaca at Heinz Field, and we knew in 2008 that more than likely Monaca won't get back to Heinz Field because the merger was impending, and Sam and I were both crying in the locker room thinking about that being the last game. Fitzsimmons is getting into the clear. Brett's going to go! Touchdown! Brett Fitzsimmons! He goes coast to coast like butter on toast from 50 yards out. His third of the night.
Boy, Brett, when Brett finds that gap in the defense, he is really hard to stop.
Well, that's a combination of strength and speed. He's going to be a handful. 36-6 Warriors. 3:46 to go in the third. And Central Valley's going to have to take a timeout. Don't think they had the right formation, but boy, he's just impressive with his speed and power. Brett's listed at 5'11", 185. He's just a quintessential high school football player. He's not the biggest kid in the world, but he just gives you 110% every play. I mean, if you're a head coach, you can't get enough of Brett Fitzsimmons on your team.
That's how all the Fitzsimmons are. They are a great football family. Great family and overall.
Well, his granddad and my brother played football together for Monaca High School back in the day, and way back when, in the mid-'60s, they ended Beaver High School's 25-game winning streak. Little Monaca High School did when Jim Fitzsimmons and my brother Bob Pfaff were on a football team together. And, of course, George played ball as well at the college level. Brett's dad. And the extra point is good. So 37-6, Warriors with the lead. Not a mercy rule game. You have to go up by 35. And it's a 31-point lead for the Warriors.
Got a score update here. Western Beaver is up 14-0 over Beaver in halftime.
(37-6), the Warriors in control, and 3:46 left in the third quarter. DeSantis to kick it off, down to the 10. Has 2 touchbacks tonight. I love the special teams coverage by the Warriors. They're down there, only return of 5 yards out to the 15-yard line. The Warriors pinning them in. Nastic with another special team stop. And also Riyad Jabber with this tackle. Trinity will take over at their own 15. Well, Dan Canals has to be happy with this freshman quarterback. He's going to have a bright future, and that's going to be a good building block for which the Hillers to build around. Laycock did an adequate job when he was in their QB, but Williamson has been the man, and coming off the field a little gingerly is B.J. Nastic. Hopefully nothing serious. His night might be over with the score being what it is. Remind you that the Warriors will host Avonworth next Friday night. Bryce, you have to work 2 Friday nights in a row. I don't know what that's going to do to your social life, buddy, but you gotta show up here next Friday night.
Yeah, I'll be here.
Inside pitch, shuffle pass, short gain for the Hillers.
West A goes up 38-0 over Moon.
Wow, that's a big score. I know Ryan Lynn and the Tigers are going to rebuild a little bit, but I thought they'd be a little more competitive. That game is at Moon High School as well. Well, it'll be a challenge for the Warriors in the Parkway. When you think of West Allegheny and teams like that, and of course Aliquippa, the last game of the year, scheduled at Freedom High School. Everyone's going to be talking about that one, and coaches and players don't want to hear about it, but us guys in the media can do that. We're allowed to look ahead of things.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun one to watch. The past four years that they've played each other, it's been a great game every single time.
A lot of football to be played to get there. Health is always a concern when you're a football team. You got to keep your main players healthy. Laycock in at quarterback, and he's going to air it downfield, and that pass is incomplete, out of bounds. Receiver came up with it, but he was out of bounds. I believe that was Cooper Scott.
Was a really good catch, just couldn't keep himself in bounds. He comes up a little slow on the sideline, limping a little bit.
Yeah, he fell hard on that after he went up for the catch. So we'll see another Trinity punt. One more score will put the Warriors in a mercy roll and get the clock running nonstop as Mark Lyons calls another timeout. Bryce is a member of the student body. What was it like to make that trip to Hershey last year to see your senior classmates win a state title? Being an athlete yourself, take me through that a little bit emotionally.
Oh, it was great. Whenever I saw them win at, I forget who they beat to get to Hershey, but they really
Martinsburg Central right here.
Yeah, that's right. That was a really good game.
Yeah, it was a good ball game. Touchdown Warriors, fumble in the end zone. Let's try to get a number on the touchdown recovery. And
83.
Well, let's get it. High snap. Yeah, you're right on it. Logan Cantwell, a senior. And that will invoke the mercy roll. But yeah, the game here against Martinsburg Central was a heck of a ball game, and they had to earn their trip to Hershey. That was a good football team they beat.
When we saw the clock hit zeros, we had our student body rush the field and greet our teammates and friends, and we couldn't have been much happier for them because it's a great accomplishment to have, going back to Hershey for the third year in a row, getting it back to back. I'm just really happy for all the people on the team that got the rings, and especially all my friends from Hershey.
Yeah.
And 3 at Hines.
Yeah, 3 in a row. That's exactly right. We sometimes take those for granted when you win a state title, but it's not an easy thing to do to win a WPIL championship. 43-6. As the clock now will continue to run. I really think the Warriors will be more challenged next Friday night.
Yeah,
Avonworth's a pretty good team. they'll be heard from. Especially with Central Valley going up there and putting a hurt on them last year.
Yeah. Another touchback by Serafino. I believe that's his third or fourth of the game.
And they let the Ben Shore kick the extra point. So Ben Shore got the extra point, and he must have to work on a little more strength to get the kickoffs going, because it was Serafino on the kickoff, as you said. Williamson back in a quarterback. Really, I think at this point, if I'm Dan Canals, I just stick with him. He's my guy. I mean, and I'm not taking anything from Laycock, but he's a junior. It's not like it's his senior year and you want to get him his final go-around. Your future's going to be Williamson. I think that's easy to see from what you and I have witnessed and all of us have witnessed. Incomplete passes, you see the clock still runs with the mercy rule.
Little screen pass.
And short yardage. That pass goes to Jaden Dobich.
Pass completed number 7, Jaden Dobich. Number 12, Brady Hudson.
Hudson with this tackle. Looks like about 10 New Jerseys out there defensively at least.
Looks like Nastic's out there again. Maybe it's just a little cramp.
No, I'm surprised. Yeah, I thought he'd be done for the night, but yeah, you're exact. Yeah, if it's a cramp, you're not going to hurt anything by going back in. Under 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Pump fake Williamson and the go route. Dobich is incomplete, and that was close to pass interference, and they're going to call it. Yeah, that was a little contact by Brady Hudson. The ball was clearly overthrown. That's something where Hudson's got to just say, I'll let it go. I don't need to put my hands on the receiver there. I think it's a good call. I think he did not need to initiate that contact. Just a mistake. That'll give the Hillers a first down. It wasn't egregious by any stretch of the imagination, but certainly a call you can make. And they did. $15-yard penalty and automatic first down.
Wheeling Central Catholic leads Ambridge 14-7.
Well, Bridger's hanging in there. And they're another team that'll be in the Parkway.
Another
pass down the field is over everyone's hands, the receiver and the defenders. Pass intended for Dom DeRubo. DeRubo's a 5'8", 160-pound junior. That'll do it for the third quarter. Central Valley 43 and Trinity 6 as the four fingers go up for the fourth quarter. Second down, 10 to go at their own 37-yard line for the Hillers. And they're going to keep it with Williamson, and he goes nowhere. So even the backups defensively are there for the stop.
Number 83, Cantwell again.
Third and 11 as they lost a yard. Trinity will host Chartiers Valley. Dan Canales' old team comes down to Trinityville next Friday night. Pass is incomplete.
It looks like a flag's down.
Yeah, there's one at midfield. Cipoletti gets hurt on the play. The intended receiver looks like he hurt an ankle. Blackhawk, or I should say Beaver Falls still leading Blackhawk 22-0. Nice round of applause for the injured receiver, Cipoletti. Good target, 6'3", 170-pound wide out. The pass interference penalty against Central Valley will give the Hillers a first down at midfield as the Warriors continue to lead at 43-6. Tom Hayes and Bryce Hume with you tonight. We thank you for spending your Friday night with us here on the Central Valley School District YouTube channel. We'll be bringing you every home game live from Sarge Albert Stadium, Bryce and I.
Cantwell again
Yeah,
on
they're
the
calling his
tackle.
name quite a bit. Senior.
Plays baseball too. He's on my baseball team. Really good guy.
Like to see those multiple athletes playing. Play them all, guys, if you can. You don't need to specialize in high school unless you want to. I mean, if you want to, that's fine. But I like multiple athletes, multiple sport athletes. Only because I wasn't good enough to play any of them on the varsity level. I just played intramurals and the trumpet.
What kind of intramurals did you play?
I played football, basketball. That's all we had, basketball and football. Flag football, and hoops. I played a lot of basketball when I was younger. Not on the school,
Yeah.
not on the school teams, but in the playgrounds and whatnot. I was a musician in high school, Bryce.
Wow.
Believe it or not. I was a first chair trumpet player at Center High School for a couple years.
That can be sometimes harder to do than play some sports.
Yeah, I put a lot of time in it. My dad was a taskmaster. He practiced me quite a bit. So, but I was a better musician than was an athlete, so might as well. I stuck with what I was good at in high school. I could talk about sports, I just couldn't play them well.
Yeah.
Huge loss in the back. Oh, up the middle, fake me. Williamson fooled me out of my chair. I thought Caleb Dolan had the ball. That a good ball fake by Williamson.
It's back to that QB option he likes to run.
He's so good at it. All the way down to the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 for Trinity as the Warriors defense tries to come up with another stop. Screen pass, decent yardage. Out of the backfield was Dom DeRuba, who's gotten some calls tonight. Second down, 5 to go for the Hillers at the CV 21-yard line. 8 minutes to go in the ball game. 43-6 Warriors are going to go to 1-0. And more importantly, Bryce, how about that 28-game winning streak now?
Yeah.
Wow. Big hole up the middle. Good yardage for the big guy. Roderick Moore, I like his size, 5'10", 210. He looks like a bowling ball. Down to the 7-yard line, 1st and goal, Hillers. Yeah, so Central Valley quietly will win their 28th game in a row. And that is one heck of an achievement. Ball carrier goes nowhere this time.
This Warrior defense is really impressive, considering it's all pretty much the younger kids now, and they still are putting up a fight to keep them out of the end zone.
Dominique Biancucci in on a tackle as well. He's played up front, so the junior getting some looks defensively, who's been a backup center throughout his career here at CV. Williamson again, and he gets inside the 5. Biancucci on the assist again defensively. And 2nd and goal, 3rd and goal at the 2. Third down, goal to go. They're just outside the 2-yard line. Obviously 4-down territory. They'll go for it on 4th down if the Warriors can stop them here. And Williamson is going to get into the end zone for the 2-yard touchdown. He deserves a touchdown, that quarterback. Jonah Williamson with the score.
Wonder if they'll go for 2 here. Doesn't look like it. Gonna kick the...
Yeah, maybe try to work on the kicking game a little bit. Pretty good place kicker in Andy Palm, the sophomore, from what I'm told by the coaching staff at Trinity, talking to them before the game. They have a lot of faith in him, so the junior will get a kick here, get a try for a kick. And he's got it, nice kick. 43-13. Warriors led it at the half, 24-6. 2 rushing touchdowns by Brett Fitzsimmons in the first half, one of 24 yards, one of 1 yard. Mason Dixon with an 11-yard touchdown run, and a 34-yard field goal by Serafina DeSantis, and then a 14-yard reception by Jaden Dobich to make it 24-6 at the half for Trinity. Warriors with the halftime lead, and then it was a 14-yard touchdown reception by Javen Thompson with 11:43 to go in the 3rd quarter to make it 30-6 Central Valley. The extra point was the snap was bobbled, and then it was a 50-yard touchdown run by Brett Fitzsimmons with 3:46 to go in the 3rd quarter. Serafino's kick is good. DeSantis' kick is good to make it 37-6. Then Logan Cantwell recovered a fumble in the end zone for a Central Valley touchdown. Ben Shore with a kick made it 43-6. And then just recently, Jonah Williamson, the quarterback, the freshman quarterback for Trinity, scored from 2 yards out. And the extra point kick was good by Andy Palm. And that's where we're at 43-13 as 5:53 remains on the clock. Central Valley with the football. So running down that scoring to get you update on our scoring as this game winds down. Marking it about the 39. Let's call it the 40. They're right at the 40. Nose of the football is touching the 40, so Rutherford in at QB. Probably get a look at some run young back. We got motion up front by the Warriors. Looks like that James Moran, number 6 in the backfield? Is that a 6 or a 9? Bryce, you got the young guys.
No, he's
Got to pick up that tailback to the left. High snap. Rutherford's going to have to fall on it, and he can't do it. It's a loose football, and I think the Hillers have it. They do. So Trinity looking to get a cosmetic score here. You know Coach Lyons, even though he's got his second teamers in there, he still wants to execute, Bryce. You know how coaches are.
Yep, never want a turnover, no matter who's playing.
Nope. Get your chance to play. You got to.
I believe the running back that was in there was number 8, Makai Parham.
Okay. He didn't get a chance on a bad snap. High snap over Rutherford's head. Laycock's in a quarterback. And the big guy with the run is Roderick Moore for no gain. Williamson back in a quarterback. Was Laycock the last drive. Pass complete for about 7 yards on the left side. Cipoletti with the catch. Malachi Parham with the stop. 4:20 on a moving clock. Laycock with the keeper, he got the first down. That was just a design quarterback scamper to the left side to pick up the sticks. And they do. Can get a first down at the 1 yard line. So it's not a first and goal. They're at the 11. So 1st and 10 at the 11. Loose football. They had a direct snap that time to David Gill. He's a freshman. So I give Coach Canals credit for putting some young guys in, even though, you know, they want to get another score. You'd think maybe they'd lead their front liners in to try to score, but he's got some young kids in there too. Although Williamson back in at quarterback. He's a threat himself to do something. And he pump fakes and throws into the end zone. And we got a flag. That's going to be pass interference in the end zone. Looked like a clear face guarding call on the Warriors defense. So it'll be an automatic first down. That'll get him to about the 5.5 yard line. First and goal there. They're not an automatic first down. They don't change the down marker. Williamson's going to score regardless.
For a freshman, he is very, very good
Yep.
at quarterback and has a bright future.
He is the future for this Trinity team, no doubt about it.
There's an injured Warrior on the play. Cannot make out the number.
Well, that's actually a Hiller down on the ground.
Well, there's two.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yep, we got one of each. So each team with an injured player down on the play. Regardless, it's a touchdown for the Hillers and make it 43-19. Now, will they give the kicker another chance or go for two here? Might want to try your 2-point conversion. With the heck, you
Yeah.
one more point either way is not going to make a difference with 2:48 to go. Look like another cramp for J.J. Work. 9th grader getting some time. Boy, back when I was in school, you'd almost never see a 9th grader on the varsity.
Yeah, it's like a new.
Now it's commonplace.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a number situation, Bryce. I mean, not for Central Valley. They got 77 kids, but for a lot of school footballs, with the concussion situation in the last several years being so prominent in the NFL, I think that's kind of matriculated down through the youth leagues and into high school. Some parents with some legitimate concerns. But I think safety, the equipment has come a long way to negate a lot of those problems. They're going to let Payne kick the extra point, or Palm, I should say. Andy Palm, the sophomore place kicker. Try to make it a 43-20 game. And he does. Good strong kick.
Andy Palm's kick is up and good. 48 left in the game.
So 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes and 48 to go. Well, Mark Lyons is telling these kids, you better hold on to the football, guys. You want to see some playing time, more playing time throughout the year. Let's get our act together offensively. At least execute a snap. And in exchange. And those are fundamentals. That's, a lot of these kids, that's their first varsity action.
Yeah.
Imagine the nerves, going through. I can't imagine it because I didn't play varsity football, but I would think that if you're out there for the first time in varsity game action, that the nerves are going to be into effect quite a bit. Let's see if Palm tries to, I would think he'd try to squib it off sides here. Do a little onside kick if he can. Or find a hole. Sometimes that little hole in the 40, 35-yard line is good, and that's what he goes for, but the Warriors do a good job covering it.
Fitzsimmons.
And Fitzsimmons is out there on the return, and they got the hands team, if you will. They don't want to give it back.
Team.
Yeah, they don't want to give it back to them. All in all, I think a good start for the Warriors. Maybe, defensively they could be a little stronger on the second and third units, but, you're going against a lot of first-timers, and I think they showed that obviously Antoine Johnson's going to be the real deal at quarterback, and what you have in Javen Thompson and Brett Fitzsimmons and Matt Jarabak. So the stars have shined tonight. And you got some young guys like Mason Dixon with some good playing time. Nastic had a nice game.
De Niro Simpson had a pretty solid game.
Sure did. I forgot about De Niro. You're right. His speed is electric. And Stephen Rutherford, the backup quarterback. He's a handy backup. He's a guy that I don't think Mark Lyons would be afraid to go to if he had to. You don't want to. You want to go with Johnson, the leader, but inside handoff, nice run. First down and more. Into the secondary, way out of bounds. I think that is Aaron Lawson, the freshman. So that's a nice strong run by a 9th grader. He would have loved to break in that one to the end zone, but couldn't break it. Got it all the way down to the 29-yard line. Nice pickup. 1:30 to go in the game. So this unit trying to make something happen. He'll get it again. Lawson, 5'6", 143-pound freshman. Rutherford's pass to Parham's incomplete. That's Malachi Parham and Mackay. Are they twins, Bryce? Do you know?
twin brothers, yeah.
Okay. As I say, they're either cousins or twins, one or the other, right? I got a set of twins. Only mine just turned 40 years old. Third down and 6 to go for the Warriors. Jet sweep. Good run again by Lawson.
Lawson has some sneaky speed, it looks like, and has picked up positive yardage every time he touched the ball.
And that'll be the last play of the football game. So final score, Central Valley extends their winning streak 28 in a row. Our final score at Sarge Albert Stadium, Central Valley 43 and Trinity 20. We remind you, next Friday night at 7 o'clock, it'll be yours truly and Bryce Hume once again with a call. We'll be here at Central Valley School District YouTube channel where the Warriors will host the Antelopes of Avonworth High School. We'll talk to you next Friday night. Bryce, great job on your first broadcast.
Thank you.
Looking forward to a fun season, my friend.
Thank you. You too.
Good night, everyone.